let's get into it. It's crime o'clock, yeah, feel that sound. Typically unique when the truth comes out. Tick-tock, won't stop, let the facts talk. Pull up real close, yeah, it's crime o'clock. If it don't fit, I don't force the frame. Ask one question, whole story change. No fear my voice, no need to shout. Paper speaks when you read it out. If the math's off, I'll circle twice. Truth ain't loud, but it ain't nice. Yeah. Read it again. It's crime o'clock, yeah. Feel that sound. Typically unique when the truth comes out. Tick tock, won't stop. Let the facts talk. Pull up real close, yeah. It's crime o'clock. It's crime o'clock. Read it again. They sell a narrative if I sell receipts. Courtroom quiet, but the pages speak. Word for word, no added spin. Let it stand, yeah. Let that sink in. Screenshot save, timeline's tight. Missing pieces keep me up at night. If they say alleged, I say why. If they say case closed, I say try. No rush here, we do it right. Truth don't bend for the likes of hype. If you came for noise, you in the wrong spot. This is evidence, this is crime o'clock. Clock, clock, clock. Stay with me. This isn't background noise. This is pattern recognition. This is documents. This is crime o'clock. It's crime o'clock, yeah. Feel that sound. Typically unique when the truth comes out. Tick tock, won't stop. Let the facts talk. Say it with me now. Crime o'clock. It's crime o'clock. Typically unique. It's crime o'clock. Yeah. If you're here, you're early. If you're listening, you're paying attention. Show starts now.
Hello, everybody. There we go. Welcome back to Crime O'Clock on Typically Unique. Hello, hello. I hope everybody's having a great morning, great afternoon so far, wherever you're watching from. Hey, Kathy. Hello. Yeah, covering all these cases. And I haven't talked about the David D4VD case in a while, but back in the summertime when I was doing my walk-in talks, I talked about that one a lot. And then it kind of like died down. There wasn't a lot of information coming out, but I got some updates. So I'm going to start with that. Little bit of news in the Nancy Guthrie case. Going to talk about that. And then everybody's been going over the release document, unredacted document with the text messages and phone calls. And I'm not going to go over the document again. I was on with Dago yesterday and we went through the whole thing and I took down all the times and, I think we can get a clearer picture from that about that night. But I went back to the document that it referenced. I forget exactly. I have it pulled up, so I'll tell you what it is when I pull it up. And then it made me start going through photos because in those text messages, we get the exact time that Dylan probably ran downstairs to Bethany's room, and it got me thinking about that. And I was like, what exactly could she see? So I pulled up, I want to look at some photos when we get to that part. Like, what do we think she could have seen as you're running by? And then it led me to other photos. So when I get to the Idaho 4 part, it's going to be a little bit of randomness, and Dago might be coming up in a little bit. Whenever he has time to hop on, we'll talk about all this stuff together. Let me say good morning to everybody. Hey, Christina, Lucy. Hello, Lucy. Megastar, Mike, Italian girl. Hey, everybody. I said hi to Kathy. Ro. So good to see you, Ro. I think I got Sleuther 75. Hey. All right. Okay, well, let's get into it. So if you don't know the D4VD case, and notice there's no Nightbot today. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. But please hit the like button on your way in, you guys. That helps a lot. That does help a lot. It's a quick, free thing to do to help the channel. I appreciate that very, very, very much if you hit that like button. Shits and giggles. Hello. Hey, Dottie. Hello. Let me know I got that right. I think I got that right. Oh, okay. So D4VD, he was this like up and coming rapper, songwriter, artist, musician, like self-made. He started in his closet. He was a gamer and he got in trouble gaming because he was playing music and he was getting like, strikes or whatever you get for that on those gaming sites on Twitch, I think, whatever. And so his mom was like, well, make your own music. And so he did. And he like blew up on social media. So he was very popular on that gaming streaming site and met a lot of people. And he met this girl, Celeste, through that. So it was kind of like this internet, social media, friendship turned romantic. Everybody's speculating. She was significantly younger than him. Like he was probably 17, 18 years old in high school. And she was like junior high, 12, 13 years old when they first met. And so that relationship went on for years and she came up missing. And she was a girl who would run away, and it's speculated that she ran away to go spend time with him. He was in the Hollywood area, I believe. He was originally from Texas. That's where his family is. And then he moved out to LA, of course. And when she went missing, so she went missing, took a while for like that to come out. The news about that really broke when her body was discovered in his Tesla. So that's when that story really broke. So if that like triggers this case for you, yeah, the body found in the Tesla, that's the case that I'm talking about. So when they found the body in the car, he was just starting that night, that same night, I think he went out on tour. Like he was just starting this tour. Since then, I don't know where he's at. I don't know if anybody knows where he's at. He has been like MIA. They have had a grand jury, I believe, assemble, and one person got arrested because they refused to go talk to the grand jury. Some of the recent breaking news is that they subpoenaed his family, and there's court documents that have there's a private investigator involved. And here he is, Dago. Hey there.
Hello. How
How are you doing today?
I'm good. Good.
Yeah.
How are you?
Sorry, I'm the last minute queen over here.
Oh, it's okay. I do it all the time. I get it.
I'm like, hey, here's a link. I'm going live right now.
Sometimes I don't know what I'm going to do until I'm going to do it, because I bounce things back and forth, and I always do it last moment. So I get it.
Yeah, sorry for the interruption, you guys. I'll get back to it in a second. Yesterday, I was enthralled with that Olympic kingpin story, so I like dug into that last night.
Pretty wild, isn't it?
So but I'm not going to talk about that today. I think I'm going to save it for next week. So
It's a wild story. It really is.
very interesting. Oh my goodness, and ties right into that whole. Oh gosh, who's the guy I just covered?
Mencho.
Mencho. The only
Mencho.
reason I remember it is because we were saying Mencho Man instead of Macho Man.
Oh no, are you serious?
Mencho Man. What was that?
Mencho Man. Now I wanna be a Mencho Man. There you
Don't
go,
get me
Lucy.
started. Don't get
Good
me
morning.
started.
Good morning, everybody.
Here we go. We're getting hyped up.
Yeah. Here we go.
I love it. I had to go back and listen to my live yesterday when you were doing that because it was so funny. Oh my goodness.
Well, now that I know how to do it, like now that I know what I did wrong, yeah, I can do it anytime I want now.
Oh, you'll have to teach me that. Although I don't know if I could do that. That would be funny.
All you gotta
That's your thing.
You have a soundboard though, right?
Yeah.
Does it have a pitch button or dial on it?
Pitch?
Uh-huh.
Probably. I've got a bunch of knobs that I don't ever touch.
Yeah, if it says pitch on it, if you turn it down in the middle, you sound normal. And then
Over here is the super duper Rhyme Chipmunk in the house. Hey.
Let me see. Me and Dago are gonna do sound effects. I have to turn my. Let's see. I've got.
yeah, I haven't even started yet. I got a whole sound effect thing that I have to add to my board, so it's coming.
Mine says EFX high, mid, low.
Okay.
You think that's it? I don't know.
No, it should say something about your pitch because that's what it is. It's the pitch of your voice.
Oh, I don't know. I'll play with it later. That's funny.
Maybe we'll jump into Discord later and see if we can work it out for you.
Yeah, that'll be funny. Seeing if anybody new joined us. I don't think so. Lucy, I know I yelled your name, Lucy, but hello. Good to see you.
Lucy. Great show last night, by the way. Thank you for me yesterday. Thank you for joining me. As we went through all that stuff. That was awesome.
I took so many pages of notes, like I wrote down all the times and everything that was said. And I was saying when I get to talk about the Idaho 4 part of this program today, I'm not going to go over that again because you did it thoroughly on your show. But it got me to thinking about, like we know the time that Dylan probably ran downstairs to Bethany's and what she could have seen. So I went diving for pictures. So I pulled up some photos that I want to look at. But
did you get Devil's Advocates last night?
I came in at the end and then I like rewound a little bit to see what you guys had talked about. So I caught.
Did you hear the part that Lee was throwing out there about the document that he brought up? I wrote his name. Josiah Roloff. Did you catch that part?
I think I did.
So I guess Pav did a video. I haven't seen it yet. Okay. And he was talking about how Josiah Roloff was going to be put on the stand from the defense and how he was going to point out. And things started like the register started chinging in my brain. And I even told Lee that you had brought up the fact that you believed yesterday when we were covering this. I'm sorry. Wait. Am I interrupting your plan for your show? Because if so, I'll shut up.
We can finish this conversation.
Okay. So I brought up the part where you had said that you thought possibly that the interaction we saw between Dylan and her father was a cover for an actual another conversation.
Like directions, instructions to her.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So Josiah Roloff, and I know, Meg, I'm sorry. I am a little upset about that too, but it is what it is.
What?
Pav making the insinuations he was about.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
You know, I get it. It is what it is. We know Lucy better than that, so it's all good. Moving forward though, but that was interesting because this thing with Josiah Roloff said that in his video he believed that Josiah was going to be put on the bench, the stand to testify to the fact that if it was going to point out and prove that if that the conversation between her and her dad, Dylan got a message, and at the same time that he was going to be able to show per se that they were talking back and forth for a while.
Yes, and didn't he say they were first Snapchats?
Yeah.
Like, and the Snapchats are what got deleted, and then
that's
they went to their phone to
Yep.
put out like legit text messages, and he
Yeah.
thinks Josiah Roloff was gonna point that out.
because- and it's not going to tell us what they were talking about, but it's going to point out to the fact that any given moment you can read back and forth the times will prove that they had an ongoing conversation for quite a while. And then that last part was what it was, like you said. So I'm telling you, in my mind and in my soul at this point, now I believe what we were talking about yesterday is very, very plausible with between her and her father, in turn, that puts somebody else in this situation that we didn't really pay a lot of attention to in the beginning. A whole
Yep.
lot until now. So that's kind of important as far as I'm considered. Just like you said yesterday, though, those messages are important. So that thing, and I also wondered because I realized something yesterday. I was looking it up. Good to see you, Kathy. Thanks for being here.
I know.
I love Kathy. She's awesome. The Indeed thing, you know, you can have conversations on Indeed, right? Back and forth.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be a good cover to just throw your Indeed stuff into something. If you're trying to have a conversation with somebody you don't want to be right out to the world,
Mhm.
hide it behind the fact that you're looking for jobs. People may not look into that very often. Somebody could think this way, is what I'm saying. You know, I'm just going to bury it in here. They won't go look in there. That's my job site. Who cares? You know, but very possibly, there could be hidden things within that, or could have been. You know, if there is, they're not going to tell us. I'm just saying. I thought that was very interesting how much she was on Indeed for how long, what could be in the background of that too. But that whole thing with Josiah Roloff is blowing my mind right
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. That's all that information that never got to come out. But I don't care what social media platform they were using to communicate. We know that she had multiple. They should have those. You don't delete stuff. It's on the internet. It's in the cloud. Like they have the means to get that stuff. So no matter what it was, they have it. They should have it. If they didn't go after it, that's very suspicious. Like that to me would be
The
intentional.
FBI the FBI can get whatever they want, Kim. We know that. No matter
Yep.
what it is, they have the ability. And by the way, Kathy, if you can hear me, I really would like to reach out to you today. If you have an email address I can reach you by, please throw that to me. I want to have a little conversation with you, ma'am.
Yes.
Please and thank you.
Yes. Okay, she has this comment here. If Judge Hippler would release the rest of the limine filings, all this might make better sense for the public. Absolutely.
Amen. Yes.
Absolutely. Okay, so
Sorry
should
about that
we-
whole mix up there. I didn't mean to step on anything.
that's okay. Did you ever follow the D4VD case?
Yeah, I covered it when it first happened, like real slightly, just to put the basics of it out, and then I just kind of got busy with other stuff, so I didn't get to go back to it.
Yeah. Okay. So I was kind of giving the
I didn't know it was still going on, actually.
well, it like died down, right? So I was giving the backstory about it, who he was, who's Celeste, I think is it Hernandez, Rodriguez? I
I
should
think
know the victim's name.
Rodriguez.
Yeah. And he has been officially, I would assume it's indicted. Like he is named as the suspect. There are court documents saying
Rivera.
he's, wanted for this crime, for murder.
Yeah, Right.
It's a charge of murder. So there is updates about that. So I wanted to look at that real quick because I don't think since this broke, since they found her body in his car, I think he is charged. We're gonna watch something that explains it all.
Yeah.
Rivas Hernandez. See, I knew it wasn't.
Yeah. Rivas
Celeste
Hernandez.
Rivas
I always
Hernandez.
forgot
Thank
that.
you. The other girl, that cheerleader girl, I think was, I don't know.
Yeah, the whole thing is wild for sure. The way the car was moved around and all that other kind of stuff. The whole story is just really crazy.
But the weirdest thing is I don't think anybody knows where he's at.
No,
Like, I don't think he's been
disappeared.
seen.
Yeah, he disappeared.
And they have subpoenaed his parents. So
Probably to try to lure him out, thinking that if they get his parents in there and scare them, that he'll pop out somewhere.
yeah. So the updates with that we're gonna watch right now are that he's officially wanted for the crime, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
They subpoenaed his parents, and I don't think anybody knows where he's at. And new photos have come out, and there are a couple guys in the photos. So people are like, who are they? And they're looking for evidence because the key in this is that David, his real name's David Birch.
Yeah.
He denies knowing Celeste. Like, he denies even knowing her. And there have, like, from the very beginning, people took screenshots of on the Twitch feed of her, you know, they were screen sharing. He's talking to her. There's photos in public of them together. So I want to look at these photos, and they're looking for evidence that she was there.
Yep. And shame on her parents. I'll say that much too. This should have never happened.
Oh, I would have hunted her down every time she ran away.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's happened to me. I have hunted my children down. Even when the police were out looking for one of them, we found my child. The police did not. I did. So
We went through that with one of mine too. He was a problem. And yeah, we found him. They didn't.
Yeah. Yep. You got to go out and do what you got to do.
Yep. When you love them, you love them, period. You take every aspect you can to make it.
Yeah. Yep.
Steve Fisher, the PI who's been looking into the Celeste Rivas Hernandez David case, this investigation, just posted two major updates about this. One, apparently new photos that may show Celeste with David at a key moment. And two, new legal paperwork that may prove there is in fact a criminal case against the singer and that his father may be being compelled to testify. So much to get into. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. All right, before we go any further, I got to tell you about today's sponsor, Proof Wallets. I started hearing about Proof Wallets everywhere. People are like, this is the best wallet I've ever had. I'm here to tell you, Steve Fisher, the PI who's been looking into the Celeste Rivas Hernandez David case, this investigation.
Oh my God, I just get the controller. We don't want to hear an ad.
By the way,
Sidebar.
For those of you that don't know who Steve Fisher is, that's SF Investigates. He's a PI. We've talked about him before in the past. He's pretty well known on Twitter, so just wanted to throw that out there.
He's good.
He's decent. It's the company he keeps that I question sometimes. I'll just say that.
I gotcha. Like who he associates with online and stuff.
Yeah, that's where I got a little, but he's pretty decent PI from what I've seen. It's just the things he's done and people he's been around. That's all.
Italian girl, thank you so much. She just made 5 more unique peeps. All right. Thank you for that.
Come on, you new peeps.
We got new peeps. And Smiling Sleuth is green. Kathy's Indie Zone. Yay, you're green. Lisa in the Cult Jam. She's green. Lady Crimson. And let's see, how many is that? Thank you so much. Megastar.
Bam.
coming
Hey,
through. Oh my goodness. This is amazing. I've been wanting to build up our membership because I want to do just like a hangout, come up on panel, open panel type thing with just like members. I think that
Yeah.
would be cool. Yeah.
Yeah, very much.
Thank you, Meg. Thank you, Meg.
Clock it. So I gotta say thank you.
Clock it.
Awesome. Thank you.
What did
thank
you use to make your new intro for this? That was pretty awesome, by the way. I wanted to tell you.
Oh, my intro?
Yeah.
So the song I've had for a little while. Is that what you're talking about, or the video
The
part?
whole video thing. How did you put that together? I loved it.
So I had the song, and then the video, I literally just like took my own little videos on my phone of like my door and me opening the door. And then I set my phone in the room and just videotaped me coming in, like all that. And I sped it up because I'm like,
Wow.
who wants to watch me walk in and turn on the lights? So I made that part fast. And yeah.
Really? That's how you did. That's awesome, Kim.
Yeah.
That
And I
was really awesome. I loved it.
thank you. Yeah, that's the part of this YouTubing and podcasting, that the creativity part I love. I love doing that.
Very cool. You know how to do it.
Fun.
It's very, very cool for sure.
Fun. I gotta see who turned green real quick. Thank Meg, please. Shits and giggles, you're not white anymore. I saw you say you were white. You are green now. K Music Taylor, Eric Pascal, Real Mikey, Niles Buckman, It's Alyssa, Nicholas Childress, Nothing Half-Assed, Arwood, Layliz. I think that's all the ones I see. Thank Meg, please. Okay. Back to what we can find out. Not the ad. Okay. Come on.
Order today that is code sidebar for 15% off. All right, so this is a little bit of breaking news. This is not as polished as we do other sidebars, which I kind of like at times. This is weird. Okay, this is a big development now in the David case that we have been following. Remember, this is the case where 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez was allegedly found in the trunk of a Tesla out in LA in September 8th. We believe that Tesla was registered to Singer David. Okay, there have been no arrests. There have been no charges. There have been reports that a grand jury is hearing evidence in this case. And then all of a sudden, we get these new messages, these new posts by Steve Fisher. Steve Fisher, somebody we've had on the show before. Steve is the private investigator who was hired by the owner of the property where David had apparently been staying. And this property is near where the Tesla was found, reportedly. And Steve has been all involved in this. He's been on the ground there. So he posted two things I have to talk about. One is he posted something regarding these new photos. I don't think we've ever seen them before.
Okay, so this is a new photo. I mean, that table is a hot mess. There's so much stuff on that. The guy with the glasses, I don't know if that's David. I don't think it kind of looks like him with the glasses, but I'm not sure. And then we're gonna get a better shot of this guy with the water bottle. But
Yeah,
they
that's
have the what's that?
Does he have that thing between his eyes? Or is that something he adds when he goes on stage or whatever?
What thing between his eyes?
He's got like a dot or something he has between his eyes. I don't know if it's a tattoo or if it's something he puts on.
Oh, I don't know. I'll have to look at that. Okay, so they have the cell phone circled on the screen. It says most likely Celeste is taking this photo and that is her phone. She's taking this photo with someone else's phone? That's so weird. Huh.
Allegedly of Celeste, allegedly of David, key. And then he posted these legal filings that would suggest A, there is in fact a criminal case against David Anthony Burke, real name for David, and B, is his father being compelled to testify against him.
I'm very scientific over here, Kathy. You know, very official observations over here. Hot mess table.
Wow. Okay. Let's take it step by step. I'm not doing it alone. I want to bring in legendary former homicide director, detective, Phil Waters. Phil, thank you so much for taking the time
Good
to
morning,
talk about
William.
this. As we're breaking it down kind of in real
No
time,
arrest.
I have to first start with this post by Steve. I'm going to read it verbatim. We'll talk about it. On December 31st, 2024, at around 10 p.m., several people were at David's house. Although Celeste Rivas Hernandez is not clearly visible in any of the photos from that evening, we believe she was present. The iPhone she had previously been pictured with appears to match the phone and case seen on the table, along with a Hello Kitty mug. Another photo, which appears to have been taken by David, shows what are likely Celeste's fingers on a bottle. The phone that is likely Celeste appears to be on the Wi-Fi settings screen and connected to the Wi-Fi network. Even though iPhones use a private Wi-Fi address feature, the address remains fixed for a specific network, meaning it stays the same each time that device reconnects to that router. Hopefully, law enforcement investigators have reviewed the router logs to determine exactly when Celeste's phone and everyone else's phones were connected to the home's Wi-Fi network and compared that information against the statements each person provided about when they were at the house and who else was there, including Celeste. For example, if individuals in the photos, including these photos and many others, claim they did not see Celeste or were not at the house, yet the router logs show their phone was connected to the Wi-Fi, that would raise serious questions. We cannot forget about Celeste or the justice she deserves. It has now been more than 5 months and no charges have been filed. The last photo of Celeste is not from that night. It's from another time and meant to show her phone to compare with the phone on the table. Hashtag Celeste Rivas Hernandez, hashtag David. When you look at these photos,
Wow, that's some investigating. That's how you question people. So they have this photo and they have identified the people in the photo. They call them in for questioning and they know if they're lying or not, because if they said, well, I wasn't there, I don't know her, I've never been with her, I've never been in the same room with her, they're like, well, that's odd because your phone was on the Wi-Fi on this night at this time, and we know that's when this photo was taken. So awesome. Oh my gosh, you guys, thank you so much for the support. William Tardy, hello, good morning. So great to see you. Thank you for that donation. Very appreciated. Thank you so much for the support. Lisa, I was shouting you out earlier. Hello.
From
Thank
head
you
to toe.
so much. What's that?
From head to toe.
Is that one of the songs?
That is the song, the best song they ever put out.
Head to toe. I cannot sing, you guys. I know.
Clock it. So I gotta say thank you.
Clock it.
I can't believe I haven't gotten dinged for those sound effects. Maybe I have it just short enough that they don't care.
I wouldn't care anyway, as long as that they didn't belong to somebody else. They don't care.
But they do.
Really?
They're real artists.
Oh, well, then
Yeah.
they must not be. Not all of them are in that boat. You know what I mean? Some of them are free, actually, believe it or not.
Oh, yeah. I was surprised. I just tried it because I just clipped that sound from TikToks.
Real quick, if I can say real fast, I just threw my email address in the chat. Kathy, if you have a moment, please send me an email. I can't find one for you, or I would have done it. I would love to have a conversation with you, Kathy. Please and thank you if you have a moment. My email is in the chat right there. I would greatly appreciate that. Sorry, Kim, go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, and Kathy's making a very powerful point. I see that independent journalists, people that are out there looking at documents and analyzing them, discussing them, people that go to scenes and are reporting but aren't associated with major networks, that's this country was built on that, right? Like what's it called when you do like if a newspaper will hire you just for an article or some freelancing,
Yeah.
freelancing is a thing. Yeah.
Kathy said something. It's been a good 3-4 months ago. I listened to all of her stuff. So, and you guys know I show a lot of it on my channel too because she makes so much sense. She said something 3-4 months ago that hit me like right between the eyes. The way she said it, she said that she believed that I think it was the Idaho court case we were talking about would more than likely be solved by an independent journalist or the independent journalist because, and I took it as she's saying it because that's us, by the way. That because we do pay attention to it, because we do care about it, because we do focus on it. We read through the documents, we analyze it, we break it down, and we discuss it day after day. That says a lot to me. You know what I mean? It says a lot. She pays attention. She knows what she's talking about, and she's so very intelligent, guys. She's an amazing channel. If you haven't,
Absolutely.
please do.
Absolutely. And it's with all the cases, mainstream media gets, and we know this with any topic they cover, they have talking points. They are given the talking points by their network. Their networks are owned by certain high-powered people, and you do not go off that main message. Or we have watched people lose their jobs on mainstream media if they do try to go rogue. So it's a real thing, and your point is very valuable. It's justified and verified there, Kathy.
Absolutely.
Had some people join. Hey, Caius, good morning. Did I see Jessie Lynn? Hi, Jessie. Pretty much. Finland. Hi, welcome. Christina, I don't know if I said hello. Right turn, Clyde.
William.
John, hello. Did I miss Christina or did I get that one?
You said her.
That one. Okay. That donation. Yeah. No, I did not. Christina, thank you.
I thought you did.
Thank you. That was Lisa.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Appreciate that, Christina. Thank you so much.
William Tardy just dropped one too.
Oh my gosh, you guys. I am feeling loved.
Got an amazing community, telling you.
Yeah, you guys are so awesome. It's not showing me if there's messages attached to those or not.
No, it was just a super chat.
Nice. Thank you. Okay, let's
see there. She just said it again.
Said what?
What I was talking about. That's the same statement she made months ago, and it stuck with me when she said it then.
Yeah. Like DA says, pulling the strings, right? Like pulling the strings.
Pulling the thread. That's right. That's why he says we're constantly pulling on that thread, trying to make it happen. Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Luther.
Fun. Oh, thank you.
Luther's awesome. So generous. So sweet too.
Thanks, guys. What are we at in our goal? We met the goal. Yeehaw. That's a first for me.
Hallelujah.
Thank you.
Yay, confetti.
I'm going to do that next. I'm going to make my little peep animated and like tossing confetti. That's my next one.
Very cool.
Appreciate that. Okay, so, and Caius, I know you asked about the arrest last night with Nancy Guthrie. Yes, we're getting to that. So let me speed through this. I want to get the rest of this information.
There's one. It appears to be.
Okay, so I think that is David right there.
I think it is too.
Yeah.
That's why I was asking, because it's hard to see. He might, because of those glasses, you can't see it, but it looks like him in the face. Yes.
But then this guy, he looks Asian.
Mm-hmm.
It
Not
seems
much.
like they got brought in. Well, I seriously don't. Someone asked if David has been arrested. I do not know for sure. I'm assuming there should be a warrant out for his arrest because there is an official document from the courts charging him with murder. So
The last I heard, they couldn't find him. So I don't know if that's changed yet or not.
say that again.
The last I heard, they couldn't find him.
hmm
So is my mic cutting out or something? Is it hard?
I think you might have the pitch still up a little too high.
Okay, hold on.
Maybe adjust it.
Turn that down some more.
I think he is on I think he's been hiding somewhere since the beginning.
I agree with you. Is that any better?
That's too low.
Oh, well, shit. Sorry. How about now?
It is
And
good, but it sounds like staticky or something. What do you guys think?
Hang on. I'm sorry. I don't know why it's doing this today. Again.
That's better. That's better. That's better.
Okay.
You're good. You're good. Okay, so
David.
these are the
And then
pictures.
I think this looks like Neil Langston. I could be wrong. Neil Langston is somebody who is, we reported was arrested out in Montana, was arrested out on a warrant for failing to appear as a witness. Apparently.
Oh, so I did tell you guys someone got arrested for failure to appear to testify, and they're saying that's who this guy is. And good catch, Mike. I saw you put Neo Langston.
He was brought back to Los Angeles, and there was photographs of TMZ, videos of him entering a Los Angeles courtroom. So we believe it is likely he testified in the grand jury, although he apparently didn't testify for a long time. There is another photo. It says David taking photo.
So they went to they arrested that guy and brought him in and said, "You're going to testify."
Right.
Wow.
Photo where it could, again, it's hard to tell if that person is Celeste.
So there's someone holding a bottle to the right that they have circled with fingers. It does look like possible female fingers.
Yeah, it
They're
does.
trying to prove she's here with them.
Might be someone else. It might be this person, Asia, who he's talked about. There's another photo of a phone, and then there's another photo of potentially Celeste. And then there's another photo, I think, just of Celeste herself. Okay, let's break this down. First of all, Phil, this is significant, I would say, because I believe Steve had said the last known photo they have of Celeste is January 2025. But what are you taking away from what he's suggesting? And what are you taking away from these photos?
Well, thanks for having me, Jesse. It's an interesting case. And presumably they're coming from some sort of social media, and they may have been posted by her.
Or someone's phone. He might have had
or by
access
David
to
or somebody else, right?
Right.
They're out there. And I'm sure what law enforcement is doing is they're using these photos to develop a timeline. That's important. And whether or not she's in these pictures or not. Now, are the ages, we know Celeste is a juvenile. So are the ages of these other people seen in these videos, are they adults? Are they 18 years or older?
She was only like, what, 13, 14, I think around 14 when she went missing. Like, she was young.
Too young. They should have never allowed her to be around him. They should have stuck.
Yeah. Yeah. And I know, like, can't always control your kids.
Get it.
But yeah, she was young.
So my point here is there that if she was there, if Celeste was there in this gathering, it may have been purposeful to not have her in photographs because of her age. So when people are involved in this kind of a thing, David.
All right, I'm going to skip a little. I want to get to the court document thing.
Of her phone being connected. So she's there.
So this is wild. So was she smart? Like, was she feeling in danger then? If she's got someone else's phone and she's taking a photo of her phone copied,
That's a good point. She could be. Could be.
connected to the Wi-Fi.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
thought,
Why else
good
would you
thought.
do that? Why else would
Right.
you do that? That's so weird.
Exactly.
Or at least the phone is there. And that's what we need to remember here, that phones are detected as to where they are
Okay. Let me see.
of that period, that whatever it's a week or a month or whatever, they're going to go back. If it were me, I would go back in time, perhaps a month, and see when we see her phone showing up in that router, in that network.
They have to have all that information. I know. I think this is going to be a when it goes to trial, they're going to have a lot of information, because like someone was saying, and we talked about a long time ago, the stuff that was found in his house is disgusting. Like he had a someone said like, yeah, an incinerator type thing. There was like some type of farm equipment thing that you could use to like cut, now they were not used. They were not used. They were still like fresh in the box.
But
So
why would you have them?
why would you? And it's also one of the recent updates is that her body was found in different bags.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Bad, like real bad. So if they didn't use that equipment that was in his house, like where'd they go? What happened?
Here's my question. It's almost like they were going to do something like that and then didn't. If you didn't want to get caught, and I'm not trying to take his side on this, it's just dumb to me. Why would you not? If you have an incinerator in your home, what is wrong with this guy? Like that, it's almost like he did what he did, and then he kept it in his car. They moved the car around, like he wanted to get caught or something. It's weird.
It was very dumb. Now, some more background about him. It's crazy because he was like this very strict. He grew up in this religious family, sang in the church choir, like that whole background. But then when he started making his own music and performing, his show was all about like blood and gore and murder. And he even is interviewed. He made his own self-documentary. It's on YouTube. I don't know if it's still available. Like I watched it myself one day. He said he has an alter ego, and the alter ego commits crimes, and then he has to like try to solve them or something. Like it's maddening. So to think how would he know about this stuff? I think it was something he was interested in. Like, I don't know.
He's detached, in my opinion, like mentally detached. The dude has some issues for real.
I don't know the record label. That's an interesting question. They did find her in his car. Yeah, there's definitely, because they know who moved the car. They have the person who moved the car on video. So they know who it is. They just haven't released it. And they said it wasn't David. So there's definitely an accomplice at the least. At the least. He was a gamer. Yep. I gave all that background, Jesse Lynn. Thank you. The record label might be protecting him. You're not lying. There's some shady people in that industry. Yeah. Crazy. All right, let me just see if there's anything.
But look, they appear to show drinking happening.
So I've been looking at this fuzzy thing on the table, and at first I'm like, is that slippers? Like, what is that? It looks like a backpack.
I think
or
it's a backpack.
Purse. Yeah,
like
backpack.
a rabbit.
It's got bunny ears.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Yeah. So do you think that belongs to those two guys?
I mean, it probably could. It could.
It definitely.
But it's probably hers, I'm gonna say, but it could.
Yeah.
You can't say nowadays.
So yeah, so I'm just looking at this picture. So there's that purse, and you know what, like Kathy's saying, what internet sleuths will do, independent journalists on, YouTube will go out, find a photo of Celeste with that purse, to prove that that's hers. So there's also the white mug is a Hello Kitty mug. And I think she has quite a few Hello Kitty things.
Party of some sort. I can see when you look at the photos that he might believe these are Celeste's hands around a liquor bottle of some kind. I want to couple this now with what else Steve Fisher posted. And I think that this one is arguably the more important one. So one of the things we couldn't officially confirm, law enforcement wouldn't officially confirm this, obviously, is whether, in fact, there is a criminal case being mounted against David. There's been reporting that he's a suspect. There's been reporting that a grand jury is hearing evidence. Law enforcement's not going to confirm that. They're not going to do that. It's obvious. They don't want to compromise the investigation. Steve posted this. David Burke, again, so this is David. David Burke's father filed a petition for a writ of habeas corpus, claiming that a summons ordering him to testify in California violates his due process rights. He lives in Texas. The footnote in the ruling states, the underlying case is the people of the state of California v. David Burke. The Court of Appeals denied the petition. Both the petition and the underlying case documents, likely related to a failure to appear similar to Neo's situation, are currently sealed as a motion for rehearing has been placed on the docket for February 24th. That footnote, the people of the state of California v. David Burke, is especially significant to me and could signal we are getting close to the beginning of justice for Celeste. Now,
wow. Why are these people like defending him, like refusing to show up to testify? Wow.
Money, maybe. I mean, money seems to be the thing that runs everything, That's the only thing I could think of, unless they have some kind of a weird cult like love for this guy or something. I don't know.
But it's I would think if you don't know anything, it wouldn't be a big deal to just go and tell the truth. You wouldn't feel
right.
You wouldn't feel nervous or pressured or anything because you honestly don't know anything. If you do know something and you don't want to, I could see a father not wanting to have to say something about a child, but I don't know.
Right.
The
Right.
friend, it's just weird that they're protecting him. Yeah. So there is a case. It's the state of California versus David Burke. I don't know.
Now, before I read you what this petition states, and this there was only one page of this that was posted by Steve, and again, he must have gone through the court records to get this. When you hear terms relator, so a relator, my understanding is under the law here would be a person who is seeking some sort of relief from a court.
Exactly, Jeff.
And it's through a habeas petition. Now, usually when we talk about habeas, this is somebody who's been convicted and they've exhausted all their appeals. So they're saying my detention is unlawful for some other reason. They might be saying new evidence has come forward. This is a little different. This is where a relator, so this is going to be potentially David's father, is seeking a writ saying, look, I don't have to comply with a certain court order because I'm being deprived of liberty. My due process rights are being violated. And this is a way to prevent being held in contempt of court. So my understanding is, I looked this up under Texas law, that the relator, so here the defendants, here David's father, has the burden to show that a contempt order is invalid and that his rights would be violated, that he'd be deprived.
Right. I don't want to know about his dad. I want to know about David.
The legal back and forth about why the court denied this, but.
All right.
I have reworked capital murder cases where a writ of habeas corpus was filed by the convicted party, which is, habeas corpus, see the body. And that was a person who was convicted, just as you stated. Now, this is a very odd way of trying to fight the grand jury subpoena and claiming that there's no due process. Well, if he's not part of the investigation, I don't understand his due process reasoning here. I don't know who's advising him about that.
Yeah, the dad, they just want the dad to come in and answer some questions. He's not like the dad's not a suspect. The dad's not the one that they're wanting to arrest. So how is his due process rights being violated? And it's not
Good
a
question.
hardship. It's not a hardship because they're going to pay for his plane tickets. They're going to pay for his housing while he's there, meals, all that stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah, crazy. Whoops.
I would think there would be another way to file restraining order of some kind.
Well, I imagine
I want to know about David.
Walk in there and just claim the fifth. And
Right. You can always just plead the fifth.
that wouldn't be right. But it does add a layer to this. And it does make me wonder, why do they want him? Assuming this is true, that they want him to testify in front of a grand jury, why have the father testify? Do you think it's about, what did you know about your son's relationship or alleged relationship with Celeste? His whereabouts, what he's been up to, what was his reaction when the news came out that Celeste's body was found in your son's car? I mean, to have the father be compelled to testify is unique. Have you to have the family member, unless they were somehow involved, I find that interesting, right?
well, we don't know, but we don't know. And
Right.
obviously the grand jury is conducting their own investigation here. And what does this tell us? There's something in what they're looking at that has compelled them to issue a subpoena to the father. They want to talk to him. Now, what does that mean? It could be a variety of things. Has his father been in the presence of Celeste?
I think they want the dad to tell them where he's at. I think it's that simple.
Yeah, truly. It makes it plain and simple sense. Yes.
Yeah, where's your kid? And then that would make sense why his dad would not want to be the one to tell that. I don't know.
Right. Which is odd. Hey, James. Good to see you, brother.
Yep. Hey, James. Hello. Jimmy Jim in the house.
Jiminy.
So good to see you, Jimothy.
That's it.
Has he been around him in a around him and her in some sort of nefarious way that would implicate other things about his son? And what was, and if he had and I'm going to use the term relationship, had some sort of relationship with Celeste, and I'm talking maybe it could be something I just met her, could be a short-term thing, or it could have been something that he may have involved himself in a more wrongful, questionable way. So
I don't.
now dad being, and perhaps, look, you know as well as I do that in the course of an investigation that there's a strategy involved in the investigation, and then there are tactical decisions that are made within the strategy to see if we can get a reaction of some kind. That may be what this is. And so if this does come down to a trial and the father is nothing more than a witness, then I would think, and we're just thinking, speculating here, that the prosecutors would bring the father in to testify. Then he's going to do what? He's going to get on that stand and he's going to claim the fifth.
Yeah.
It just, and I understand that. I've worked within the system for 30.
Okay. Enough of that. So I think we have all the information for that case so far. So I have not heard of any sightings of David. So if that ever breaks, I'm going to let everybody know. But I hope this goes to trial. That girl needs justice. It's disgusting what was done to her. Yep. Thanks, Meg. Yeah, let's hit that like button, please. Please hit that like button. Hello to everybody that's watching. Hi, Virginia. Hello. All right. So moving on to Nancy Guthrie. Last night, there was a car Did you hear about this? That was driving by the house.
No, well, I saw it in chat, but that's the first I had heard of it.
Yeah, I did not. I did not see this last night. I don't know how late it happened. But I guess it drove by like Brian Etten says like 50 to 100 times. Like
Wow.
like an insane amount of times. And it was going very slow.
Somebody
And
being
like
nosy.
say that again.
Somebody being nosy.
It was weird, but here, let me find them talking about
Are you
it.
still having trouble hearing me?
It's better when you're really close to the mic.
Why this is doing
And I
this.
got to share a link. This one.
I wonder
Okay. Oh yeah, it was dark out, so it must have been pretty late at night.
how's that?
Much better.
Okay, I know what the problem was then. Thank you.
Yep. Let me know in chat if you saw this live last
Guthrie's
night.
house and just kind of give you an idea. Like there are some weird people that show up out here, and so there's this guy in this car right here, that blue car, who literally drove by, like I'm not even joking, like 50 to 100 times very slowly, and like just it was just weird. And he would go right by like the memorial and just kept stopping, literally 50 to 100 times tonight. And then like one of the other photographers with the media like tried to like talk to him and saw that he had like a picture of Nancy Guthrie on his phone in the car and was like looking at it while he was driving by or something for like the 50th time. So anyway, now the sheriff's office is talking to him, and they've been talking to him for probably the last 20 minutes or so, and I think they might be trying to get a translator now. So it's probably like nothing, but it is weird. Like there's some real just like creepy people that come by. So anyway, that's kind of the latest outside the house. I just wanted to tell you guys that. Hey guys, so I'm outside Nancy Guthrie's house and just
Okay. So not only was he driving by slowly and several times, he had a photo of Nancy on his phone.
Maybe
It
just
gets
being weird.
it gets
Like-
worse.
Oh, okay. Let's hear it.
It gets worse.
Boy, interesting. I think you pulled it down, Kim.
Check out his YouTube channel.
Okay.
Some wackadoodle here was driving around here multiple times, back and forth, and he had a picture of Nancy. JLR investigates out here in front of Nancy Guthrie's home. There was some incident here. I just missed it. Dad's gone live. Check out his YouTube channel. Some wackadoodle here was driving around here multiple times, back and forth, and he had a picture of Nancy Guthrie inside his vehicle, and apparently he smelled like marijuana. And what's going on? What happened here?
Well,
Dad's going live.
I just
Check
showed
him
up to
out.
get my live stream ready, and there was cops talking to a guy outside their car. So I got off, and I smelled marijuana pretty bad. I was told that when he was approached, he had a picture of Nancy Guthrie on his phone, and he just pointed at it. He didn't speak any English. He only spoke Spanish. And I overheard the cops when they're doing the translation. He believes that he saw somebody that may look like Nancy, and that's why he was scoping up the neighborhood. He was trying to find out where it's at and see if it was the same woman. From my interpretation,
Isn't that crazy?
That is wild.
And think about that. It's a Hispanic man, doesn't speak any English. He's got a photo of Nancy. He's like probably trying to figure out, am I in the right spot? Is this the, who knows?
Oh,
Who knows?
did he come over the border, Kim?
Maybe. There's a call that I'm gonna play, and someone called into JLR this morning, and her theory had something to do with the cartel, but also, I hate to say it, but
Yeah, I get it.
speculating the sheriff. The
Oh,
sheriff.
surprised. Uh-oh.
That might go with this. Okay, so what happened is Dad's Gone Live is they stream also. They are out there and they caught this on video while it was happening, and they overheard the police talking to the man in the car because the police officer only spoke English, the guy in the car only spoke Spanish, so somebody had to interpret. So another police officer, so when you're interpreting, you can hear what they're saying, right? So this guy heard them.
Of what the cops are translating. So when one cop was translating, the other cop was saying it. I do have it recorded, but I don't know if it's actually related.
You have it filmed when he was like in his vehicle.
Not in
did
his
he catch
vehicle
it?
when he got out.
Did he catch a DUI charge?
Don't know.
But he got taken away because the officer was just driving his vehicle.
Right here.
Oh, what do we got?
So the only real fast is all I give permission to is JLR. I have to say that.
Thank you.
So let's see.
Whoa. And check out Dad's Gone Live because he's out here streaming. You're out here streaming all throughout the night.
So this is them talking to him.
English.
No English. So that's the man right there.
You have a license?
I don't know. They didn't say anything about that. Let's go back.
This is wild stuff. So bringing out the wackadoodles.
You think?
He gave me some action tonight.
I'm moving my car in 1 second. I'm finishing up. Thank you.
So that's him right here. Are you live right now?
No.
Okay. Okay.
What?
Yeah. So that's him talking through somebody on his phone trying to translate. I don't really understand what they were talking about.
But I just saw authorities take his car like without him.
Because he says that he thinks he wanted to see if the person that he saw is Nancy Guthrie. From the translation I got.
Yeah.
It sounds like they're going to take it like they have to investigate every angle, right?
Yeah.
So they're going to get it out of here. They're going to request permission for them to tow it. And then I didn't hear them say we're going to charge him with a DUI. I just saw them do a field sobriety test. I got plenty of that recorded. Don't know if he's being arrested for anything. Don't know if his car is being impounded. But they want to take his car, quote unquote, down to the realtor spot where the realtor office is at the end of the neighborhood and get it out of here away from all this. I'm assuming cameras in the Nancy Guthrie area because, but it did smell like marijuana. It really, really did. So
Wackadoodles are coming out. Check out Dad's Gone Live out here streaming all night. Thank you.
And real fast, I can't say that it's related. I can just say that it happened from the Nancy Guthrie house.
Whoa. So this is some wild stuff, folks. Came out here. Thought maybe somebody was involved with the Nancy Guthrie disappearance, but this is what happens. It's like a beacon ground and it draws the people out here. So you can see the scene out here, what it looks like when it gets dark. Have the wonderful News Nation out there and Brian Enton still out in the field. Look at Brian Enton done his reporting and check out his video too because he got something. He filmed it out here too. News Nation is running strong out here. Look how dark it is. Look how dark it is. And this is my vehicle here. By the way, there's no parking allowed on the street. So JLR investigates out in the field. I'll be back out here early morning, first light. We'll see what happens. I think maybe the FBI will be on the other side of Campbell tomorrow, maybe going around looking for footage because of that newly released video of this white vehicle, a Kia Soul, that was seen a little bit after 2:30 a.m. in the morning. About one.
Okay, so that was the other thing.
Another white vehicle.
People were saying they thought Range Rover, like the one that they saw the one that they got detained when they made that arrest of Lucas. But yeah, now they're saying a Kia Soul because I think the back end is like square. It
looks like a little box. They're the hamster car. Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. And it's white.
Yeah, I guess you have to speculate about that because it's dark. It's just,
Speculate.
I don't know how you can tell the color.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's wild though, but because Carlos, the vehicle that Carlos was in was white. The guy that they first detained, wasn't it?
No, he had a white van. I don't know. I don't remember the car.
I don't remember exactly the make and model, but I knew it was white, which is wild to me.
Hi, Lenny. Welcome in. The thing that bothers me about this is when they asked, like, we're on day 27 of missing Nancy Guthrie, and we're just now finding out about a car that was caught on camera 2.5 miles from her home. And here's the kicker. When the police went door to door weeks ago and they asked everybody, hey, look at your doorbell cameras and your property cameras,
Right.
they only asked for it within a 2-mile radius. Like, I don't know the area exactly, but it's pretty vast. And do you think it takes more than 2 miles to get to a main road? I would at least want all the footage up
Yeah.
to and including those main roads.
Yes. Yes, I agree.
They just dropped the ball. Like, that's ridiculous to me. And I feel I talked to you about this earlier. Like, whenever they do like a grid search, it always seems like they stop right before, and then the body's found like a few more yards away where they stop.
Right.
You know?
Right.
It's infuriating.
1.9 miles away. It's going to be interesting with that. Could that car be connected to the case? Unclear. So some of the channel, like, hit the notification button out here covering the Nancy Guthrie case. Where is Nancy Guthrie? We will talk soon. JLR investigates. Stay tuned.
Hi, Rapper.
We are hearing.
Okay, so we can look at the Dad's Gone Wild footage. I mean, this could be something, you guys. Do they have somebody who saw Nancy, who knows something about Nancy? This could be the break.
Well, that's what I was going to say. So this guy was somewhere. He doesn't speak any English. And saw somebody. Obviously, you don't have to speak English to be able to see this person and know the problem. Okay. Took a picture of her and then came into this area trying to figure out if it's the same person. This is what the story is. That's pretty wild. What if this is? What if he was somewhere that he saw her?
I didn't think about that, Dago. He took a picture of her. Possibly. Speculating, you guys.
Yes, that's all speculation. But yes, that would be wild. And where were you? Would be the number one question. I mean, unless it's a photograph he pulled off the news, but still, he saw her and he's trying to figure out if this is the same woman, if that's what the deal is. Either way,
yeah,
that definitely could be the answer. You know what I mean?
Yes, it was on his phone, so that's interesting. But yeah, I just assumed, he, like you said, he has a photo from like a news station or something. I didn't think he could have possibly taken a picture of her.
That's what I mean. Like, if he was standing somewhere or in an area specifically, looks over, sees this woman, and goes, "Wait a minute, that's." Click, and then off he goes, trying to figure out if it's the same person, because he can always go back to, he could be, Jesse just said, he could be one of us. Who knows?
Did I say Dad's Gone Wild?
I think so, yeah.
I think that every time Dad's going live. That's what it's called.
Dad's Gone Wild. Hey.
Oh my goodness, you guys. Here for entertainment. Dad's
Gone Wild.
They do have a good channel though, so I'll drop the link in the chat.
I already did an Spanish State. I was yesterday. No, I don't know. No, he was asking. Oh, what? Okay, the perro. No. Pero vamos a hacer. Está bien, sigue lo que sea. No lo watched. Not six. Does he have his picture?
Yeah, let's see his lips.
Steps. So, and then Campbell, let's go south. He's on the top. And he just, he's good if we take Campbell route. Okay.
Let me see. I'll try to get a shot of his face here.
That's what I put my glasses on. I'm trying to see if I can get a good look at it.
I don't think so.
No, his lips look a lot more fuller, and his mouth in general just looks larger.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he has that like hair lip thing.
No, he doesn't have that cleft there. And the bottom lip is way bigger than the other one is.
And the facial hair doesn't.
It looks thicker.
Although anybody can shave.
That's true. That's true. The eyes don't match either.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't have that like dark mascara.
Right, and he doesn't have the hooded eyes on his eyelids either, in my opinion. So I don't think that's him. Well, they couldn't arrest him. They just detained him for a minute, talked to him. So,
well, even though marijuana is legal in Arizona, I'm sure it's not legal to drive under the influence still. And he was definitely driving.
Yeah, it depends on how much it is, I guess. I have no idea what the laws are for that. I think they did tow his car, didn't they?
I don't know who called the cops.
Oh, somebody, yeah, it was one of them because they said they saw him go back and forth like 100 times. So I think one of them or who said, "Hey, this guy's creepy. He's like stalking this area. You might want to look into him or something." He's way too tall and too skinny. I agree with that too.
Yep, I don't think his body type matches.
Yeah, I don't. He doesn't, and his shoulders are different. Like this dude doesn't match at all, in my opinion. But like I said, that doesn't mean that he wasn't somewhere. Maybe he was in Mexico, and he's only here because, again, you guys know that I think they took her to Mexico, so that's just me. But maybe he was there and saw her and was like, "Holy shit, that's whatchamacallit." Took a picture of her and headed back this direction to try to figure this out, or pulled her up on the news because he saw her, and you know what I mean? It could be any of that.
And if there are accomplices, we haven't seen any other. We only saw one person on video.
Yeah.
On the porch. So could be accomplices that.
I definitely feel there are. There's no way in hell one person did this by themselves, you guys.
Right,
like,
but we have no idea what they look like. So
that's the problem. Yeah. I would like to know where he's from.
Yeah, I don't know where he said he was from. Yeah.
No tiene nada de.
They're patting him down.
Hey, Twiz.
I think he was in a blue.
Esto es tigre, ¿no? Entonces ayer otro. Tienen las dos cosas, tienen. If you don't want to follow,
Oh Lord.
Oh, this is a sobriety test.
I had to laugh at what Twiz said.
Let me see.
Yeah, about Brian Enton.
That one.
Yeah,
Twiz.
I think Brian Enton's afraid to flush the toilet by himself, let alone do something like that. Come on now.
Right.
But it's funny, Twiz, for sure.
Speaking of translation, you guys, I should try this. Carlos has to work with companies that speak Spanish a lot. So, and Carlos does not. So he has these earbuds that if I'm speaking English, I wear one earbud, and like
Translate.
if the other person wears if they speak Spanish, they wear the other one, and I just speak English and they hear it in Spanish.
Yes, I've
And
heard of
vice
those.
versa. It's so cool.
That would
I
be
should
wild.
put one on and listen to the Spanish and see if it translates it for me.
That would be cool as hell.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that later. Look at his face. He's a little squinty eye. He's laughing.
Confirm your día la luz de cerrar los ojos, ¿no? Ahí. Es lo que me hace daño la luz. Síguelo con los ojos.
He's talking to somebody on the phone.
Could just be trying to collect the reward if he thought he saw her.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, we'll love it. We'll check it out.
All right.
Now reaching the 1 month.
Okay.
Hopefully we get a little more information about who this gentleman is, hopefully soon.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if there's anything breaking about that. Anybody seen anything out there?
I was just looking. I don't see anything else.
No. Yeah. So I don't, was he taken in or not? We didn't get to see that part.
No idea.
TMZ had something real quick. I forget what their point was. Let me look. Wait, where's my...
Oh
hold on, you guys. I'm getting it. JLR on crime. Oh, we'll just look at the video real quick. The video of the car.
Welcome to the TMZ podcast. I'm Branson.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm Babcock.
It's
going.
It's going good. It's going good.
well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you get to the end of the week, man, we were here early, long days. You get kind of tired, but yeah.
Okay, this is what I was talking about. We're 27 days out, and we do have to listen to this because it was infuriating to me. I don't even think law enforcement is the ones who got this video footage. I think it went to media first. Like, are you kidding me?
Like everything else is.
It's crazy, you guys.
Footage. We'll bring it up for you right now. Fox News, courtesy to them, provided this. This is between midnight and 6 a.m. And we believe
we now have an exact time.
2:36.
2:36.
Yeah.
2:36.
I had that written down.
that Nancy Guthrie, according to the timeline the authorities have given, that she was taken from her home around 1:30 to 2:30. We know her pacemaker stopped working around that time.
Oh, it does look white.
It sure does. And yeah, tinted windows.
I'm trying to back it up.
Believe that.
I don't know. That doesn't look like a Kia Soul.
I don't think that is. Is that the same? Is that the right vehicle?
That's the one on camera.
Courtesy to them, provided this. This has been.
I'm trying to like
between midnight and 6 a.m. and we.
Okay, right there.
We believe.
New body style.
I don't know. It looks like a sedan to me.
It looks like it could be a small SUV, but not a Soul. That's weird.
The lights look high up.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Yes.
Yep.
That Nancy Guthrie, according to the timeline.
Oh, maybe as it drives away. Yeah, as it drives away, it does look like it has a flat, more SUV-ish type back end.
And the authorities have given that she was taken from her home around 1:30 to 2:30. We know her pacemaker stopped working around that time. Disconnected, I guess you'd say. Not stopped working, but disconnected. Now, this is a whole night of footage. And there is a portion of this footage where it is around that time. So you see these cars going back or going by.
So presumably, Brent, and obviously we're not saying that this is the case.
Oh, James, that's right. Your vehicle. I hope you're able to get one. Are you seriously going to get away to Elantra? If there's a dumpster camera in this case, we're done. We're quitting. We've had tunnels. We've had a Range Rover. What else have we had in this case? 147 time frame. Local law enforcement that seems to be not doing a wonderful job. Brian. Oh my goodness.
But it is possible that one of these cars could be the abductors, could actually.
This home has 2 cameras. Let me see if I have the photo here that I can pull up for you. This house has a camera, a Ring doorbell camera, and then another outdoor camera on like a outdoor brick post that's closer to the road, I believe. And let me see. Oh, right there. All right, here, I'll show you. So there's the outdoor camera. It's like on this cement thing. So it's got to be, I would assume, closer to the road. That's what that came from.
Looks like it might be towards the end of the driveway.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I would think. All right.
I know, Meg.
Idaho and OJ. Yep.
actually contain Nancy Guthrie in it.
Right, exactly.
I mean-
because this area, if you know where Nancy Guthrie lived, and we did study that area,
Yeah.
it wasn't remote in a sense, but it was remote.
It is,
The neighbors were far apart from each other.
Dago, as the car drives away, the back end does look more like SUV-ish.
You know, country.
Yeah, like I said, when it's slowed down right there, it looks like a small SUV. I haven't seen the newer versions of the Kia Soul, if they still make them. The last time I saw one was this little square box. That's what it looked like, and that
Yes.
looked a little more rounded to me. So
Yes.
Right. This is not Manhattan or Los Angeles, in that
Yeah.
you have
See,
people living
as it goes away, you can kind of see it take.
on top of
See there? I don't know if you can see it.
each other.
yeah, makes sense.
These are very spread out homes in many cases.
Right.
And right. And because of that, not saying, and the people, and I think Branson will probably get into this, not saying that it's unusual that cars drive by at night. Nobody's saying that. But bottom line is, you could absolutely see the person who had Nancy driving by this person's house.
Right. And just looking at this footage from my first watch, I can tell by some of these cars what brand they are, what year they are. I could do research very quickly. So this really might help.
Okay, because I was going to say, you look at it, and obviously, as far as making out license plates or even the people driving or occupying the car,
tough.
I don't see that. But you.
Hi, Thomas Stark. It's the car driving by at 2:36, traveling left to right on the screen.
Yeah, that's the one we looked at, I thought. It doesn't give a
Yes.
timestamp, though, does it?
I don't think it's showing a timestamp, but they know a timestamp, apparently.
Right, they do, but it won't show us in the screen, I don't think.
No. Thank you so much for that super chat, Thomas. Yeah. I mean, how much more coincidental can you get? And why are we waiting till February 27th to find this and look into this? Oh my gosh. It really irks me that.
Well, I said before that I think they've had certain information. They just haven't done anything with it, which bothers me. But what are we going to do about it?
Yeah, absolutely. Besides call it out. I mean, keep calling it out. So, I mean, now they can hunt down this car. I mean, okay, so this was found yesterday? Have the police come out and said, be on the lookout for, 2011 to 2013 white Hyundai Elantra? Have they done that? No.
Another parallel.
Yep.
I think, to your point, though, Branson, you can make out the car that could, especially if they've got other leads, perhaps this helps them put together a picture of what happened. This could be of some evidentiary value.
Right. And like I said, some of the traffic occurred around 2:30 a.m., close to the time authorities say the 84-year-old's pacemaker last synced with her iPhone. That doesn't mean that her pacemaker stopped working. It just means that it disconnected.
Right.
People have a misconception.
Yeah, we know that. Hi, Big Bread Media. I know this case is frustrating. We were just talking about that earlier about independent journalists, and your opinion that we won't solve it. But I do believe it will be people that will solve it. Someone out there in the world saw something, knows something. I'm not saying that's me or us on here, but by talking about the case, keeping it out there in the public, I think that helps.
The way it's going, it's not going to be solved by the sheriff's department for damn sure. Not with him in there.
That's right.
I'll say that much.
I'm not squeezing for content. I got lots of cases to talk about for sure.
And there have been cases solved by people such as us.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's not out of the realm of being possible. So.
No, there's a TikToker that helped, and it was through online sleuthing. That case, was it the cat guy case up in Canada? But what she did was she identified a porch, the way a porch looked, and a stop sign in a photo or something, and identified the area, and they lit. And this was just an online sleuth, and they found the location, and they found the guy and made an arrest. Like, it's crazy. And Gabby Petito, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens. All right, I don't need to hear them talk about the pacemaker.
Right. Basically accusing them of botching this investigation. I'm not saying they have.
Well,
And now, technically
they have.
access all of it. That's kind of scary.
Right. There were some actually privacy concerns with that after that commercial aired.
Exactly.
Wow. It's hard. There have been a lot of accusations directed at the police here, the sheriff and the FBI.
Right.
Basically accusing them of botching this investigation. I'm not saying they have, but for the people who do feel like that, I think they hear something like that, Branson. They say, how did you not go around to all of the houses in the neighborhood and ask everyone for video on the chance that they do have something like this?
Right. And
all right, I'm going to back up to hear exactly what because I think that's the part that set me off.
One of those deals where it's like connected to your phone and it's taken away from your phone, like say Bluetooth, then obviously that
like an Apple Watch.
Right.
Like an Apple Watch.
Watch still working, but not connected.
Exactly. One vehicle was recorded at approximately 2:36 a.m., about 8 minutes after the final pacemaker, sync. According to the sheriff's timeline, the homeowners that own this Ring camera footage were kind of shocked because the FBI never came and surveyed their neighborhood.
Wow, really? So they didn't have this until
did not.
Now, we presume. Interesting.
Yeah, they did not have any of this footage that we know of. I don't know if they were able to access through the Ring company the footage in all areas, because I mean, we saw that Super Bowl commercial where Ring cameras all work together, where they can now technically access all of it. That's kind of scary.
Right. There were some actually privacy concerns with that after that commercial aired.
Exactly.
Wow. It's hard. There have been a lot of accusations directed at the police here, the sheriff and the FBI.
Right.
Basically accusing them of botching.
Okay. Botching the case.
I is stumped by this case of an 84-year-old woman being taken from her home in small town Arizona.
I am shocked. Can you imagine that 26? Did you ever think in your mind when we found out that Sunday or Monday that Nancy Guthrie had been taken, that 26 days later we would be right here?
27.
Nothing. As far as we know, not a suspect. Foot us. A lot of times I think the local cops, the officials feel that way, like the big bad FBI comes into town. Right, and then obviously they'll, if the cops find them, they'll be cleared then, and they'll go on with their lives.
Right.
But every time, Branson, where we've had something that felt like it could be big, the doorbell camera that we saw.
I saw it.
Right. Okay. Finally, we've got an image of this person.
All right. I don't think there's anything new in the rest of this. So.
Now that did look like a soul. I saw it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay, well, either hopefully they're going to find the person, and wouldn't you think that, okay, we got it on this house camera. Now we're going to follow the path where we think it goes, and then maybe find it on another house or another business. You could follow that trail. I hope.
Yeah.
I hope.
Yeah, that would be the best thing to happen. Let me ask you something. Like, how long did you think when we first started covering this? Because I think we both started covering it at the same time when it first happened. How long did you think it was going to go on for? Just at a guess. Like, if you'd have thought about it then, how long did you think it would be?
A few weeks.
Yeah. See, I thought it would be like a week. And they'd either find her deceased, or it would just be a simple cut and dry, which I should have known better because we don't get any of that anymore. No, nothing black and white, cut and dry. But like that, they would just pay a ransom, boom, and then she would be found somewhere, and that was the end of it. That's how I thought it was going to go down. I did not expect this, truly.
Yep. Yeah. Probably after a couple of weeks, I started fearing that.
Yeah,
this would happen.
Me too. And
especially when the ransom notes went nowhere.
Right. And the weird thing is I never thought that, at least not in the beginning, I never thought that she wouldn't be given back because it was the celebrity's mother. That's why I figured it would have to be, it would play out the way it should. But there again, things have changed, and this is so off in so many ways.
I thought if she was going to be able to be found, the like FBI special forces or whatever would be able to track her down, find her location, do like a what do you call it, like a sting or whatever, and go into the house and rescue her. I thought that was going to happen and would have happened quicker if they would have been able to follow that trail. And once it didn't happen after a couple weeks, that's when.
Well, my thoughts that I feel like it would have happened a lot quicker if the FBI would have been allowed to do more than what they were in the beginning. So.
Yeah. Welcome in new member, Jenny Jones. Hello. Welcome on in. Another unique peep. Thanks for being here. Everybody say hi to, is there an I on the end of that, Jenny? I think so.
Welcome, Jenny Jones, another new peep.
Another peep. For sure. All right. So that's everything, I think, for Nancy Guthrie today. Now, Idaho 4.
Yay.
Let me bring up the document here. Okay. So I have to add it. We got the unredacted text messages and phone calls. So we can see exactly, just for Dylan, so we can see exactly what she was doing that night, right? So I went back to see, because it was about, that was Exhibit 1A. Is that what they called it? Or S1?
S1, yeah.
S1, okay. So where's this at? Let me make this bigger. This was the order. So this is the order. Okay. So the defense and the prosecution went back and forth, motions in limine about the text messages and the 911 call. Okay. Please correct me in chat if I get anything, or Dago, correct me if I get anything wrong. Mm-hmm. So this is the order. So that means this is the judge's decision, right? I can scroll down.
Yeah, that's how I take it.
Yeah. So I'm scrolling down to the bottom and it says, oh, and this is about hearsay. Okay. So I think the prosecution wanted certain things to be hearsay from the 911 call and messages and stuff. Was it more? Let me make sure. Yes, it's also the text messages. So they went through all the text messages, if you can see me scrolling, and they're determining if it's hearsay or not. Like, isn't that ridiculous?
It is beyond ridiculous. Yes.
Like, look
absolutely.
So this is an order. So this was a judge's order. So this is what would have happened if it would have went to court. Based on, so here's the final judgment that he made. Based on the foregoing, the state's motion in limine regarding text messages and testimony is granted in part and reserved in part. The state's motion in limine regarding 911 call is granted in part and denied in part and reserved in part. I wonder what reserved means, like special circumstances. So now won't it be interesting to go through and see what they were going to be able to include? Out of all those. So everything from 210 to 422 is okay. So her texting Eric, her calling Maddie, the new contact in her phone. So that was going to be okay. All that stuff. So I just thought this was what would be taken out. The record of the message itself is not hearsay since it is not an assertion. The content is not before the court. Oh, that's Bethany has an outgoing message to Snapchat. We didn't know. That wasn't, we only got to see Dylan's stuff.
Yeah, I didn't think.
Did you remember this?
No, I didn't.
Isn't
Not-
that crazy?
So how much did we miss? Yeah, there's. I knew there was stuff missing, but I wasn't sure about that one at all.
4:23 a.m. Bethany outgoing message Snapchat.
Hmm.
Now they're including this. Oh my goodness. It just makes it seem like it was to Dylan, the way that this is listed here. I don't know that for sure. It's just what I'm assuming. Let's see if there's anything else in here that seems not included in what we had. Run down here. So they were going to include all of that. Let's see. Dylan outgoing message Snapchat is okay. All the other calls. It looks like it looks like pretty much everything was going to be okay, except for those where she says I'm screwed and freaking out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, okay. All right. So then I was reading that and then I was like thinking of at what time does she go downstairs? 4:24, come to my room. 4:24, run. That's Bethany down here. So it gets read at 4:24:56. So do we assume that's what time she's running downstairs?
That's my guess. Yeah.
Does anybody know the official time that they're saying the car is pulling away? That they're saying is Brian? Was it at 4:19 or 4:20?
I thought 4:21, maybe.
Okay, so before, like 3 minutes, after he left.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know. So I just thought we could. Let me show you some of the photos. Not these. I know they're not showing yet, right? Okay, right here. Oh, wait, it is showing. Okay. All right, so that's the view. Let me make it bigger. Well, first, okay. So you're Dylan, and you would be running from the left side of this photo, correct? Oh, wait, no. I thought this was an interesting view. This is standing in Xana's room looking
Xana's
towards,
Yeah.
right? Looking towards the living room.
Wait a minute. This is in, yeah. Sorry, yeah. I had to catch the bathroom. I had it on the other side of them, but I forget that this thing flipped around.
So you're in Xana's room,
Mm-hmm.
and you're looking out. I didn't think that must be a reflection of the lights, because aren't those lights on the other wall?
No, those are on the wall behind the couch. As you come out,
Okay.
yeah. So that's right. That's the back wall behind the couch.
Okay, so
This
go
is a
ahead.
good perspective because I want to point something else out to you guys. Okay. I like this photograph. I forgot about this one. So can you make it just a tinge bigger? Kim?
Yep.
Just a tinge. All right, guys. Now look at the distance. They're inside the door. They're standing in the door frame of Xana's bedroom, right? According to Dylan, she goes running by here, okay, to go downstairs to Bethany's room. And says she glanced over and saw Xana laying on the floor. That's an absolute lie. And I'm going to tell you why. Glancing over, a glance is like this. Okay. That is, unfortunately, it's because of the reason that we saw Xana and where she was. Okay. Unfortunately, some of us saw that. So I never believed it to begin with, but after seeing it, it just solidified it for me. There's no way that girl glanced over and saw her. If anything, possibly, maybe feet, but I don't even think that, because look at the distance between. That's probably a good 20, 25 feet from where Xana was laying compared to where she would have been running by, glancing. Okay, she didn't see her that way. There's no possibility that she saw her like that. And if she saw her, she didn't know who she was. If she saw the feet, because there was clothes all there, there was the dresser thing or whatever that was, and then she was laying up against that, and she's at an angle to the right of the door, folks. So that's a lie. That's an absolute lie. I'm sorry. So
she did say she saw the shirt and underwear. So that means she's seeing her torso. Okay.
That's what I mean. If that's all she saw, or that's what but she didn't. How do you know that's Xana? Is what I'm trying to say. Unless you went down that hallway and walked in, at least into the doorway of the room, and looked at her and said, "Oh my God, that's Xana." That's my thought. That's what the point I'm trying to make. You couldn't have glanced and said and saw her face and known that was Xana, because that could have been anybody.
And just to, put a disclaimer out there, we're having a discussion about this and we are speculating, and these are our own thoughts and views and opinions. So, we're just talking through this, and that's why I wanted to pull this up, exactly what you're saying. So let me get off this.
Yeah, it's my opinion that she lied about that and took or at least took a guess. I'll say that.
So here, where's it at? Okay. All right. So this is what I was trying to think, because the door opens. The door's right there, shutting. It opens inward. Right. Okay. So I'm going to draw on here for a second. I don't want a highlighter. I want this. So let's say the door, like this would be all covered, right? Because they said the door was partially opened when Hunter got there?
That was one of the stories. Yeah, there's been multiple, but yeah, that was one of them.
So
I think that's what Hunter said.
Let's give it that much. Does that seem fair?
Yeah, that looks good.
So you can't see anything. If you're standing facing this red mark that I just made, you would only see what was to the left. And I thought Xana is, wait, what is this? What's this isn't a closet. The closet's not on that side.
No, I think that's just like
just maybe something but
like
so
hanging, like a shirt or something hanging. Yeah.
Okay. This is a wall over here. Right there is the wall, right? I'm just trying to think where she would like.
Where Xana would be?
This direction.
That's what I'm saying. I don't believe if the door was half open, we'll just say like how you have it, okay? I think this big thing here to the right of us is the door. If it would be to the right of us, I should say. Anyway.
Here's the door right here. Here's the door. Here's the hinges. See the hinges?
Yeah, but isn't that the door into the bathroom, Kim? I think that's the bathroom. Because I can see.
Oh, yeah. Because the door's back here.
And the screen, because of the lens, flipped it. It should be on the other side of the room, but or the wall, I mean. But anyway, that's the bathroom. So the door's to the right of us, in my opinion. I think they're standing right back out of the way of it. But
Well, then let me pull that one up because this is what I'm trying to get us to do. So let me see. Wait, did it do? Oh, it only took one. Okay. All right. Okay, here. Now we're outside by the steps. Yeah, and I had it right. But that's not how far the door was open.
no, the door was.
Well, wait, you can't see it.
There we go.
Okay.
Now, I still think the door was probably closed more than that before what's his name went in there, Hunter. So there again, this is perfect. Okay, imagine that you're running past here at a jog. I'll say that, not like sprinting, but jogging past here. You glance over, you can't see because we're almost in the same position that she would have been in. Maybe another 2 feet closer to that handrail there, or whatever that is. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot tell who that is. I can't even tell there's somebody laying there. But there probably isn't right now. But like I can't imagine based on the photograph I saw that you could see anybody, if anything, like legs maybe or feet. But she did give description, so that's fine, unless she saw her up close, folks, is what my issue is, okay? Because I feel like she was in that room with her at some point, or at the very least, in the doorway.
So
And this is all my opinion.
Yes, we've had lots of misinformation in this case. So we were originally told that from the Gonsalves family, I believe, in an interview that they spoke to Hunter Johnson, right? Did they speak to him, or they knew that he had to like push on the door? Remember the door was partially blocked by a body, and he had to push to get in.
That was the story that the Gonsalves family told. Okay, they gave that to Drunk Turkey, I think it was. That Hunter had to do that they had to call Hunter to come over to get the door open, if you remember.
Yes.
That was the story.
So then that means they went up there themselves. That Dylan and Bethany went up to the second floor and couldn't get the door open. That was originally what we were told.
Bingo. There you go. That's the point I was trying to get to. If we know most of the stuff's probably untrue to some aspect, but whatever. Hunter told Christy that story. Christy told Daniel from Drunk Turkey. So yes.
Right. So even if that's what I'm saying, misinformation or misspoke or misunderstood, I'm not blaming anybody, but these are the talking points that have come out along the way as we've been following this case, right? So when you hear that, whether it's true or not, it puts an image in your head. So we're all thinking the door's completely closed right away. But at the beginning, then it comes out. I don't even know when, maybe when documents start. I don't know. Maybe when they started having hearings, that it was partially, you know what it was? I think it was Bloom's book.
It could be. Yeah.
I think it was Bloom's book that said the door was partially ajar or partially open or something. So to me, that's like, less than a foot open, I think. And that's, I don't know, was there anything else about that? It went from closed to partially open.
Yeah, and then when Hunter described it, when he got there, he claimed that when he got there, he had to push the door open because it was slightly closed. And he went in, and one story was he checked the closet, then he checked Xana's pulse, I guess, and then back out he came and said, "Everybody get out." I still think he went clear to the third floor too, folks. That's my opinion. But
yeah, I've always thought that because of the distance sound
you hear him yelling from. Yeah,
but that's just our thoughts. Okay, so now remember, she's moving. Supposedly, she's running by, so it's just going to be a glance, right? It's just going to be a glance. Will this move?
I can't accept it, Kim. I just can't. It doesn't make.
You can see this one.
It doesn't make sense to me.
This one.
It
okay. I tried to find these photos. Remember when the batch they released that had the images that we weren't supposed to see?
Yes.
Wasn't that in the like 3,000 photo dump batch?
I think it was number 952 or 3.
Man, I knew I had that written down somewhere and I forgot to go look at that because I wanted to find, because I remember I was probably looking at it with you where it didn't look like where Xana would have been was on like a pile of clothes.
She was. Yeah, she was.
And wasn't that in front of some type of like dresser?
Okay, so this thing here that we're staring dead at looks like a drawer. Right, you can't see my cursor, but there's candles sitting on top of it. You see that there? Yeah, that thing there.
Yeah.
Okay, there's one more next to it, to the right of it.
Right
Okay?
here.
Okay, so go. Yeah, there's another one just like that that's sitting next to it to the right.
But this right here is the back wall.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
So imagine, because we can't see it from here, but this little thing, this drawer dresser type thingy here in front of us with the candles she just circled is to the right. There's another one too.
But I thought it went along this wall.
No, it's along the back wall because to the left of it was the little nightstand thing that was moved out. And then the bed's next to that. So
here's the bed.
That's the nightstand. Remember the thing that had what looked like writing in the blood?
That should be. See, that's what I'm confused about. When you look at her room straight in, the bed should be right there, straight ahead.
It is. And then that other little red mark you have is the nightstand thing. And then there's that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. And then there's that little dresser thing. And then there's one that looks just like this drawer to the right. There's
yeah, they're drawers. Okay, so they're drawers. But anyways, she's like right.
She's laying in front of the second one. Her head is near the second drawer to the right. Okay.
Over here.
Yeah. So, like I said, that is, if you're going by here glancing to the left, if you see anything, in my opinion, it's going to be her feet or her ankles, maybe her calf. Up to that. That's it. But her legs, if I remember, it looked like her legs were kind of drawn in. So that doesn't make sense to me for you to be able to recognize that is Xana Kernodle by running by and glancing, unless, and I've said this from the beginning, she went in the room and looked at her, or was in the room with her at some point too, possibly. Who knows? But that would explain why she can give a description of what she's wearing.
So let's say it's like that.
That's about
then,
roughly, yeah.
Right. Okay. So then let me get rid of this. Okay. So then the door. Yeah. Oh, I don't want.
Yeah. Send it to one of our emails, Sluther, and we can, I won't show it. I don't know if Kim will, but I can go look at it just to verify what I'm saying is correct.
Yeah. I didn't want to show it. I just wanted to look to see. So let's say the door.
It's been a while.
Like if the door is that much closed.
Mm-hmm.
You could see, but man, it would just be.
I don't think you could see her head or her face, Kim. That's the thing. And that is the only way, in my opinion, that you could verify for sure that that's Xana by seeing her face. And at some point, I thought she said she saw her, the top of her head or something, or her face. I don't remember. Don't quote me on that. But
well, I'm she would assume it's Xana because it's Xana's room, right?
I guess.
I don't think she would see a sweatshirt.
Probably not.
Maybe underwear and legs, but I don't know. Yeah,
I just think legs, but I still think she went in the room. I do. That's how I think she knew. And if she went in the room, this is again just all my opinion, folks. And she knew exactly what happened. There
Yeah,
was
I was
no
just
doubt.
trying to, visualize,
Mhm.
it's not impossible, but I would think maybe she paused and slowed down at the very least and
Sure.
looked. But then that tells me you're worried, you're concerned. And that's what this is all about, is that if there was a level of worry and scaredness at this moment,
Why didn't you call?
why didn't you call for help? Yeah. Yeah.
I do agree.
That's the point about that.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I had some other photos. So, okay. And just a trigger warning, I'm going to look at a couple blood samples. I don't think they're that horrible, but just some things I caught while I was going through here. Where's the one on her door? I'm going to come back to these other ones. Did I not save it?
Don't know.
Did I save it? Yeah. Oh, wait, so you can see. Wait a minute.
This is after they moved everything, right?
Yes.
I still don't see this whole imprint on that chair they're talking about. This bloody imprint on the chair.
No, I don't see an imprint. It's just blood. Okay, here. So on the outside of the door. So just getting the narrative and the timeline of what happened, and we don't know. They haven't told us about Xana or Ethan, except that they were
right
in her room, asleep in her room.
Yeah.
Everybody's in their room. Okay, well then how does this get here? On the outside of the door.
That's a good question.
And I looked up, so I think this is 34, item 34, and then on the floor is
Thank you, Sluther.
is on 33. All it said was biological testing. Like they tested it for biological,
Right.
that. But something happened outside of the room with either Xana or Ethan, in my opinion, for that to get there like that.
Or the door was closed. Okay. And if the person attacked Haley and or Maddie first had blood on their hands, and when they opened the door, it dripped down from the door handle area, possibly. That's another possibility. And looks like they wiped the door handle off when they left to make sure there was no fingerprints, possibly. But that's just a probability of my opinion.
I have to go look now. I'll do this for Monday. Is who they should have identified whose, someone in the chat probably knows. You guys always know. Whose blood was that?
Yeah, it should be known.
Whose blood is that?
Very good point.
And the fingerprints. Hello. Hello. What about those fingerprints?
I think click that link in the private chat, Kim. It should open up for you the same way it did for me.
It looks like there's definitely prints around the knob.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure that at this point, whoever this was had some form of gloves on. I mean, nobody would be that stupid. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But there could be prints, but those prints all could belong to Xana, Ethan, or anybody else in the house too. So,
okay, what am I doing here?
go into private chat. There's a link I dropped for you. You can open that and look at that. And it's the black box version, so you don't have to be worried about seeing anything. But it'll give you the positioning at least.
It took me to Dad's Gone Live.
Oh shit! Hold on a second. I grabbed the wrong link. Sorry.
I almost said Dad's Gone Wild again. I'm going to call them that. I like that name better.
Did I do that? Did I do that? 1 minute.
Dad's Gone Wild.
That's funny. This should be.
I know we cannot judge the amount of time someone spends on social media, Meg. I agree. I get yelled at by my by my phone app about how much time I have headphones in my ears.
Right.
Sleuth75, thank you. The blood on the door is Xana's. All right, so outside of the room.
There you go. Okay, that link should be. It's bigger. Second link. Click that one. It should take you to it.
But that's going to be the photo.
Yeah, it'll open up for you as soon as you click on it for that.
Okay. I just don't want it to share. I don't think it will.
It won't if you're back in the private chat opening it. It shouldn't.
Your account is temporarily unavailable. What? It's trying to take me to an email.
That's what it was sent to.
Did you download it first? Let me see if I can open it.
Hold on.
It's okay though. If it's just that photo, I don't need to see it right now. But let me see. Copy.
Well, it doesn't show anything. Anyway.
Open link in a new tab. Yeah, it's trying to take me to an email.
All right, hold on then. Let me. I'm just gonna.
All right, I'm gonna go back to the other photos I was looking at. So here was my other thought. See, Dago, here's the. I thought that there was clothes in a drawer over here to the right, but I don't know. They moved so much stuff. Who knows?
There is, but 1 minute. You were right. I had to download it first. I wasn't thinking straight.
All right, I'm going to keep looking at photos while you do this. Okay, so this is Maddie's room, and we heard Dylan say that she thought it was Kaylee running up and down the steps because of the like Doc Martens and stuff like that. So I think Maddie was the one that had Doc Martens on that night, and here they are by jeans on the floor. So I was just going through the pictures and accounting for Doc Martens. So these are Maddie's. Yeah, we'll go back to that.
Okay, try it now.
1 second.
Sure thing.
And these look like Doc Martens up here, and this is Kaylee's room.
Mm-hmm.
But there's Doc Martens in the living room.
I think those are Dylan's. Truly.
I do too. There's somebody else's.
Mm-hmm.
Bethany's or Dylan's or Xana's.
Yeah.
Okay. And I just had to point this out. This is in Kaylee's room, and they're taking a photo, but they have, I believe that would be law enforcement's clipboard right there.
Right.
Why are you contaminating the scene?
Why did they do any of what they did?
Why are you putting your clipboard on top of a victim's end table? And look what's under it, a fork.
Mm-hmm.
What else is under there?
Could be blood.
Yeah.
We don't know.
I mean, that's just weird. That's I just noticed it.
What's on the floor there next to the corner of that stand?
I thought it was a leaf. But there's another photo that I did not save, and I think it's just part of the floor, but it does look like a leaf.
It does. Okay.
It does look like a leaf, but I do think it's just part of it's like a stain on the floor. Yeah, I saw that too. Yep.
You should be able to just click that link and open it up now.
Okay. Nope, I need the new link. Like the one to your drive.
It didn't go in because when I click on it, it opens up directly to the photograph.
Let me see. No, it's still taking me to mail.
What the hell? I took
You
it.
probably have to share it with me.
I clicked the. I
Like add
downloaded
to-
it. Oh well, I went into my download.
Oh, you downloaded on your computer?
Yeah. So I downloaded it onto my computer and then I hit copy and put the link in here. That's weird.
I don't.
Copy.
I only have 2 links from you. Sorry, everybody.
Wait a minute. It won't let me put it in here. That's weird.
Okay, so it's okay. It's not a big deal. I do want to get that from you though, because I want to make sure I know what which one I'm looking for. So this was in Xana's room, and to me, it looked like there was a footprint here. And I know everybody's already gone through all these photos and just scoured through them, but I was just going through today and just picking out things that just like stood out to me. So that looked like a shoe print to me right there. I don't know if you've looked at this already, but then they put rulers and stuff next to it. And I do think they did identify this. But then when they put the ruler, I didn't think it was big enough to be a footprint. Here, L3. I think it's L3, maybe. Or 33. That's what I was looking for, 33. And I don't, where can you see it in here? It was like right in here. I don't know. I just didn't know if it was big enough to be a shoe print. But they don't mention any other shoe print. So they didn't think it was.
I sent that to your email. Now you should be able to open it.
Okay. So yeah, L3, L4.
Still like to know what that round circular thing was.
Right. Okay, I showed that. When I was looking at this one, and if you turn, doesn't that look like a handprint? Let me show you. I'll show you what I'm looking at.
Oh yeah, it's turned. Yeah, I see. Yeah, 100%. I like you can't see my cursor like I can do it, but anyway, I like it. The palm side is facing the end tag, and the fingers are facing away from it, right?
Yep. So
yeah, I see that.
Like here's the palm,
and
there's a pinky, and it's even got the knuckle creases.
Yeah.
There.
It definitely looks like
there.
Yeah.
And there. I forget where this was at though. I forget where this was at in the house.
I don't remember either, but that's truly what that looks like now.
But it's N. It's N.
That's a big kiss.
Whoops. I think that's all the photos I have.
I don't think that's a footprint.
No.
What would be the fingerprints is way too long, and it doesn't even resemble the shape of a foot because of the width of it.
Comments I'm missing?
A tomboy said it looked like a footprint. I don't see that.
Oh no, that looks like fingers.
Yeah, because over here to the.
And it would be a right hand, so it's somebody's right hand.
Yeah. And what you're seeing over to the right side of it is like this. Shit, you can't see me. It's like this part of the hand where the thumb would be.
Right, but not all of it's touching.
No,
so
it's like just like the side part, a little bit of it. Yeah.
Oh, she was talking about back in Xana's room. Yeah. I gotcha.
I gotcha.
Yeah. But it's like, look how good of a print it is, because like when you get to each knuckle on the smooth on the palm side of your hand, like you can, in my opinion, you can see it there.
Yeah, you can. It's like somebody took their hand and was putting their hand flat down like that at that point.
Yep. So, okay, that's labeled N. There's so many of these that they just did nothing with, or they said didn't come out with any results. Crazy.
Oh, well, wait a minute. Because somebody just said that marker is saying it's only 2 centimeters. It does say that.
That looks like 2 inches. That don't look like centimeters. Let me see. What does it say? Oh, it does say centimeters.
Yeah, but I think it's the distance they took the photograph from makes it hard to see.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe you're right. It could be something that just looks like it. I mean, yeah, things look like.
True. Very true. But it definitely looks very, very close to like one.
Yep, just pointing things out. I am not saying this is a fact. I do not know. Now, what we can do is go look at item N and see what they found out. And I don't remember off the top of my head, and I'm not going to pull that up right now because I am ready to wrap this up. We've been on here for almost 2.5 hours. So, yeah, I wanted to pull up that judge's order that related to the 911 calls and the text messages. So that was just all about hearsay and what was going to be admitted to court. To me, that didn't look devastating to the defense or anything. They were only going to take out the like excited utterances.
Right.
And then these photos.
Yeah, and I think some of them were responding to that right there, that circle. Back up real quick, if you don't mind, just for a quick second. That circle thing right there, being the ball of the heel of your, like a foot. So yeah, I see what you guys are saying. I don't know. It looks a little big for that, but it's too perfect looking too. Because I would think that would be more narrow. Yeah, that'd be more of an oval.
Circular. It's something round, and I don't know why.
Like a bottle or something was sat there. That's what it
On
looks like to
top
me.
of blood. So someone
Right.
took something round and put it on top of blood.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about with that circle right there, that darkened, and it almost looks like a wine bottle or some kind of a bottle was sat down right in the middle of that. It's weird.
Yeah. This is the evidence that I would think the investigators would be using to tell the story, to put together like what actually happened in this house. And that's what we're missing. We haven't heard them address any of this. They don't want to talk about how the blood and the items and where the DoorDash bag is and all that stuff like fits into the timeline. The only thing they tell us is what Dylan says.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Now that handprint looked bigger than 2 centimeters, so maybe this circular thing is looking way bigger.
It could be.
It actually is.
Yeah. Agreed.
And there were Truly cans all over the house and beer cans all over the house. So maybe it was one of those.
From one of those. Yeah. Yeah. That's perfectly circle. Like, there's no way, like, it's completely circular round, folks. Like, if it was a foot or anything like that, it would be deformed from that shape more, in my opinion, more oblong, things like that.
Yes. I think you would see it trailing off one side to like help form the foot.
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
Absolutely correct.
Okay. Well, we talked about a lot today. Covered a lot. I hope it is not confusing or annoying to talk about more than one case. I do it a little different every time. I just feel like if there's a lot to talk about one case, we'll focus on that. If, there's different cases I'm covering, and I can hit the highlights in one show, then I like doing that. So change it up every once in a while. Thank you for coming up here with me.
Always enjoyable.
So, chat, you were amazing today. Thank you to all my mods.
Yeah, they always are.
I think chat was pretty cool. I hope you didn't have to do too much to handle the chat today. Hey, Witchy and Blue Devil. If you're watching on replay, please leave some of your thoughts in the comment section. Hit the like if you enjoyed this. Hit the like on your way out, everybody. Subscribe if you haven't. Please make sure you're checking out the True Crime Cafe with Dago later. You have a live scheduled for today?
It's not scheduled, but yeah, I'm gonna try to do one.
Okay. So we'll look for that later. Meg said she sent you something in Discord.
It's that picture, yeah.
So
yeah, it's tiny, whatever that is. I agree, Meg, but we don't know.
Okay, yeah. Just pulling stuff up and speculating.
Right.
See that. I wonder what it is that makes it look like.
It's weird because it looks like, if anything, it looks like it is 2 centimeters. That's tiny. So
yeah,
it would even be smaller than a baby's hand. So
yeah, that's crazy.
Weird because it does look just like a little handprint. And I can't imagine what the hell else it would be that small.
Yeah. Hi, Sandra. Thanks for being here. All right. So, yes, I'm clocking out for the weekend, but I do come on Saturday nights with Dago on the Verdict Room Unfiltered, 6 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you are looking for that this Saturday, 6 p.m. Sunday is my day off to try to get some things organized and done and prepared for the show. But I am still looking for Hillary Clinton's deposition to be dropped. They have not released it yet. I might come on and watch that live. So you never know. I might come on and do that because I'm waiting for that one. But
sounds like a plan.
Yeah. Have a great afternoon, Dago. Thanks for coming up here as always with me. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you to everybody who sent super chats and super stickers and bought memberships for other people today. We have many more peeps, unique peeps. I'm thankful for that. That's it. I'm clocking out, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night at 6 p.m.
All right. You guys have a great one. I'll see you soon.
Yep. Bye.
Thanks for watching. Hope you felt the spark. Please hit that like before it gets dark. Subscribe. It's free and keeps us going strong. You're part of the crew now, right where you belong. Join us next time. Same truth, same fire. We bring the heat and never tire. We're typically unique and proud to be a husband and wife in podcast harmony. That could be unique. Yeah, that's you and me. Don't forget to like and hit subscribe. It's free. Come back again. We'll be right here with truth and laughs and zero fear. We don't always agree, but that's the show. One love, two minds, letting it flow. We dig deep with crack jokes, we called it like we see. If that's your vibe, you belong here with me. We don't always agree, but that's the show. One love, two minds, letting it flow. We dig deep with crack jokes, we call it like we see. If that's your vibe, you belong here with me. We don't always agree, but you felt the spark. Please hit that like before it gets dark. We dig deep with crack jokes, we call it like we see. If that's your vibe, you belong here with me. Thanks for watching, hope you felt the spark. Please hit that like before it gets dark. Please hit that like before it gets dark. It's free, it keeps us going strong. You're part of the crew, now right where you belong. Join us next time, same truth, same fire. We bring the heat and never tire. We're typically unique and proud to be a husband and wife and wild to be a husband and wife in podcast harmony. free. Come back again, we'll be right here with truth and laughs and zero fear.